What's up, YouTube? Mom Diggity here, and today we're going to be taking a look at my buy list for OP06. These are all the cards that I'm going to be picking up um, either right when the set releases or a little bit after, after probably a little prices settle, see what everything's worth. But disregard all of the alternate arts that you see. I'm mainly only getting regular art versions. If I pull alt art out of a pack, I'll keep it, but I'm not specifically buying alternate arts. I just have them on the sim because it's fun to play with. But let's get right into it. So first, we'll take a look at red. For red, I'm getting a playset of the Inazuma, Ivankov, and the Shiraya. The Inazuma and the Ivankov, of course, for Revolutionary Army support with Betty and Sabo, and then when Dragon comes out, Revolutionary Army card, just pick up playsets, messing with the deck, just for fun. And Shiraya is a pretty good red card, the SR that comes out of the set. It's a blocker, and it can copy one of your opponent's characters or powers when blocking or attacking, so it can pretty evenly trade with itself, so that's pretty nice. So I'm just going to pick up a playset of him. I'm not really sure what decks run him, but I just want to have a playset just in case. Of course, raise max for all the red purple law hype, and I guess some people are trying it in Bello Betty because of the Rev Army, so that is pretty interesting as well. Some more power reduction for them to help with KO, so that could be pretty nice. But the pick up 4 of him as well, just to have a playset. Next card, of course, is Hody Jones, green SR. King and Yamato really, really strong in the Yamato deck for OP06, so he's pretty much a 4 of in that deck, so getting 4 copies of him. I'm not really big on the rest of the Fisherman stuff, so I'm not going to pick up playsets right away. I mean, if I pull it or decide I want to try like maybe a yellow-green Arlong kind of Fisherman build, maybe I'll pick some of it up. But for right now, the Fisherman stuff, I'm really just focused on getting Hody Jones. Of course, Ryuma, he's good in Odin. I might try him in Yamato as well. And Perona as well. So, and obviously none of the leaders are going to be on this list, but I'm going to definitely pick up 1 copy of each of the leaders. Probably just the regulars at first, depending on what the alt art prices are. Those are the alt arts I do spend more money on, is the leaders, just for collection purposes. Obviously, it's fun to have the alt art leaders. So if there's any alt arts I would buy, it's going to be the leaders first before anything. Next, I'm also going to be picking up a playset of the Secret Rare Zoro that comes out in this set. I feel like both Secret Rares of the set are usable, and several different decks at least run a few copies here and there, so I'll definitely be picking up a playset of Zoros. Definitely not the mangas, just the regular versions, but yeah, if we pull one, you never know. Next, we'll move on to blue. First, we're going to do Gion here, and just some Nami hate, and even some other decks that event heavy. She could be nice to get on the board, like even against like Sakazuki. She is also 2K, but you could drop her and then they do your great eruptions. They got to discard an extra card. I mean, help with the resource battle a little bit against those kind of decks, as well as putting. On play, your opponent returns all their cards, shuffles your deck, and draws 5. Pretty good. Your opponent starts getting those big hand sizes. A lot of people are talking about Whitebeard's building up that hand. You drop a pudding on him, and they're like, oh, what am I going to do now? So that is pretty interesting as well. Of course, your Tashigi Searcher for Sakazuki, getting even more utility tools in that deck. So definitely be picking up a playset of Tashigi. As well as Suru. I'm picking up a playset. I'm not really sure the ratios different decks run this card at. It is a 2K, but I know a couple decks probably play like 2 of it, so I'm gonna just pick up a playset just in case I need it. Of course, pick up a playset of the other secret in the set, Sanji, just because I want to play Blue Croc next set, and with the Sanji shenanigans, it is pretty fun as well with that deck, being able to cheat out 9 costs. And you can set up your top deck draws with like Dofi and X Drake and all that good stuff. So definitely gonna be picking up a playset of Sanji as well. Now let's go into the purple stuff. Pretty self-explanatory. Reiju, the deck coming out. So I pick up a playset of the whole Germa 66 package. All the Reiju cards. Gotta pick up a whole playset. Want to play that deck. It seems like a lot of fun, and it should be a relatively cheap option because most of it is just all self-contained in the set. And Reiju is like really kind of one of the only SRs you gotta buy. So definitely gonna be trying to play that deck. So that's why we have all the Vinsmoke family cards here. Next, just gonna get a playset of Zephyr, just to mess around with in some purple builds. Might mess around with it in purple Luffy or something. I know purple Luffy just falls off a cliff, but it might be fun to mess around with in some other builds too. So I'm just gonna pick up a playset of Zephyr because I feel like it shouldn't be an expensive card. It's only a rare. Next, we'll move into the Thriller Bark stuff. The Gecko, of course, 8-drop Gecko, one of the main cards of the set, SR. Sakazuki plays it, Gecko plays it, Perona plays it. Really, really strong card. Lets you cheat out a 4-cost and a 2-cost from your trash. And the loops and effects you could do, like playing Moria into Rebecca and you grabbing something else, plus a 2-drop. It's just stuff can get crazy. And then I'm also going to pick up most of the Thriller Bark package that I've looked at some lists and seen different lists run these guys. So just to pick up the Thriller Bark package for Moria and maybe if other decks want to play it. As well as the 6-drop Brook. The new Brook that comes out is really good in Perona. I think I've only really seen it in Perona. I'm not sure. I know I've seen some people testing Sakazuki with this card. So we'll see. But I was just to pick up a playset of Brook. Again, it's a rare. I know Perona at least runs it, so that'll be good for that deck. As well as Perona herself, played in Moria, played in Perona, so same thing with her. That's why I'm picking up a playset of Peronas. Next, of course, one of the most busted yellow cards in the set, Onami. Giving your leader or character banished is really strong, especially in Yamato, as well as having the trigger just a KO of 5 cost or less is pretty insane too, especially when you can stack your life with other cards that really get to you later on. So Onami, definitely a playset I'm going to pick up, especially since it's only a rare. Really good utility and a rare card there to pick up a playset of those for sure. Next, of course, Kikunojo as well, really good in Yamato, and even some like NLs and Katakuri list I've seen are running the card because if your life's at 3 or less, you just get to heal. So, pretty strong card there for a 4/6. As well as Hiyori here because especially when the Three Brothers structure deck releases and it's all that life manipulation, I've seen a lot of combos with this card, Hiyori. As well as right now, and just Yamato being able to stack your life, like putting Onami on top, like using the banish effect from Onami, and then you could like get Onami back to your hand, like using Law to shambles, and then you could like Hiyori to put it in your life. A lot of different stuff you could do there. So definitely pick up a playset of her. Same with the blocker Momosuke, just for the Wano Yamato build. Of course, I've been having a lot of fun with that build, so I'll probably pick up a playset of him as well. Also seen some other yellow leaders running it as well, so good to have. Gonna be picking him up. Same with Nekomamushi, Yamato again, especially with the Mihawk that we get in ST 12 that comes out that could cheat this out, as well as Kukinojo. Just to pick up a playset of him. Next, we're going to move into the events. That is all the characters. So events, we're going to get the 2 new red events, just playsets of both for King King Kong Gatling. I know Zoro is running this event, and so just pick up a playset of it to have just to test out all the different decks, as well as Azure Dragon. I'm not sure if a lot of decks are running this, but it's an uncommon. I'm just going to pick up a playset. It seems alright as an event. I mean, KO of 5,000 or less for 3. Doesn't seem too bad. It might be a little slow because the trigger isn't that good either because it's only a 4K or less. But it could kill a cheap blocker or something. So maybe a deck will run 1 or 2 of it, but I'm just going to pick up a playset just in case. Then we go for the blue events. You get basically Lucci's effect in an event where you get to KO a cost 2 or lower in a 1 or lower. And it's not KO, it's just bottom deck, so even stronger than Lucci, because then they don't get to activate their KO effects. Bottom decking is always really strong in the game, and as well as the trigger just to activate the effect. Also be getting a playset of the Gravity Blade Raging Tiger, again playing it in Blue Croc. bouncing two things back to the deck, 6 or less, is really strong effect. And of course, I'm going to get a playset of White Snake, just for the Nami memes. I have the alt leader, so I'm just building the deck just to mess around with for fun. Why not? And this is a new card that's pretty much a 4 of in Nami going forward. Next, for purple events, just the German Kingdom event. Of course, for the Reiju stuff, same with the German Kingdom stage. Going to be picking up playsets of both of those just for Reiju, just so I'll have them to mess with ratios and all that. I'm also be picking up of the 4-cost yellow event. You're the one who should disappear. It's just like one of those generic, like, pitch a card for 3k counter, like every color has, and it's really strong. As well in stuff coming up like Yamato, being able to pitch all the cards that don't have counter, get you plus 3k. Really good generic yellow card, good to have. As well as Impact or Reject. I don't know what name it's officially going to have, but this card is just absolutely crazy. 4 Dawn, you can KO 5 or less, or just take the last life off your opponent. Basically trade life for life with them. Which is really strong. Or if like you really need to cycle a card, I guess you hit off a trigger, you can just draw a card. So crazy strong card for only 4 Dawn. And it's only a rare again, so definitely pick up a playset of that. And the last card is the Arc Maxim. I don't know if this card's even played. I might just try some funny builds out with NL with it for fun. It's only a common, so it's going to be pretty cheap, so I'm just going to pick up a playset of that too. But that is it for my buy list right now of everything that I'm pretty solid. I'm going to get playsets of all this stuff within the first couple weeks of release. I'll probably try and fill out the roster of the rest of the cards later, but these are the cards that I basically have my priority set on. Let me know what cards you are thinking about picking up in OP06. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. It really helps me out. And if you're new, make sure you subscribe. We are on the road to 500 subscribers. I appreciate every single one of you guys who decides to support the channel. And until next time, YouTube, we'll see you later.